Welcome to on tonight's Clubhouse Live. Aaron Jones is here, and you know he's got a 100-yard hug for Brett. It's offensive line night on the big show as Showtime welcomes rookie guard Elton Jenkins. The division champion Packers rally to top the Lions. Their reward is a playoff bye. Plus, we've got a fun New Year's Clubhouse Live challenge planned. Here's a hint, pucker up. So it's time to get started. Let's open the doors.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Clubhouse Sports Pub and Grill. We're inside of the Red Line Hotel, downtown Appleton, Wisconsin, snowy Appleton, Wisconsin, but we're all cozy and warm. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network, Wisconsin. It's been a while since we've seen each other. Is everybody feeling pretty good right now? Is everybody ready for the playoffs right now? Is everybody ready for a Super Bowl run right now? Yes. Man, we got a lot to get to. Jam-packed show, fun. I love the energy. But as we always do, let's give it up to tonight's door openers. A record number of door openers tonight. We have 6 of them. We have Cade, Braden, Selena, Izzy, Marcus, and Geneva right there. So good job, kiddos. We appreciate you letting the guys get in safe and sound. But in every party, in every situation, there's always a Debbie Downer that we've got to deal with. And that Debbie Downer for us is the other member of our Clubhouse Live crew.
Yes.
I am obligated to introduce to you.
In the contract.
Chicago Bears fan,
right.
Ricardo Arguello, everybody.
Yes. Hello, everyone. How was your holidays? How was your holidays, Brett?
It was fantastic.
I know it was for you.
Still too many cookies. I gotta
Really?
I gotta go back on my biking diet again. I was eating too much.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about your mediocre 8-8 Chicago Bears.
They're not winners and they're not losers. Mediocre, kind of like you.
Oh no, I don't think so. Know your audience. They don't like that, and they don't like you.
Hey, PC Brettsy.
Let me just say something. After the Packers beat the Bears in Week 1, Ricardo here told me privately he thought that was a cute little victory for Green Bay. And you said
I didn't say cute.
You said that
Adorable.
the Bears. You said you watched the Bears will win the NFC North.
Yes.
They finished 5 games behind the Packers. What are you talking about?
Hey, I was wrong. They're just gearing up for the 2020 run, my friend.
Yeah, okay.
That's what it is.
Good luck. Well, this is because we weren't here last week. Last week they were playing Monday Night Football. You need to pay off the Packers-Bears bet from the previous show. So Ricardo here will be donning this beautiful throwback Aaron Rodgers jersey tonight. Put it on.
Actually, I like these throwback jerseys are kind of sharp looking. Hold on a minute.
You put that on. I'll continue to talk. And by the way, Aaron, Ricardo has a kind of an infatuation with Aaron and what he did to you one time after a show back in 2012 when he signed that mural up there. But you can talk about that afterwards. But let's talk about this. How do you guys like Packers 23, Lions 20? Looking good, Ricardo. And how do you like?
Thank you.
How do you like Packers 23, Vikings 10? We haven't, again, a lot has happened since we last convened 2 weeks ago. Most notably, 2 big victories over NFC North rivals that gave the Packers a 13-3 record. The division crown also clinched the number 2 seed and a first-round bye in the NFC playoffs. As for yesterday's game against Detroit, how about Aaron Jones, our guy, right? 100 more yards. Season-high 25 carries. He is now a 1,000-yard runner, too. How about that? More on that to come. 143 total yards for Aaron as the Packers rally to clip the Lions. Also coming to play, how about Devontae Adams, 93 yards and a touchdown. How about Alan Lazard with a big-time 28-yard touchdown grab late in the fourth quarter that tied the game. He finished with 69 yards. And don't forget about Blake Martinez, right? He came up with a huge play. Team-high 7 tackles, a sack, and that huge fourth-quarter interception that led to Lazard's score. So we'll know who the Packers' playoff opponent will be following this weekend's games, but we do know that they'll host an NFC divisional game on January 12th at 5:40 p.m. at Lambeau Field, and they're taking a 5-game winning streak into that playoff game. So look at it. Look at who's here. It's Happy Vince. A lot of Happy Vinces this year, Ricardo. He loves it when the Packers win games, and he loves it when two of his favorite guys are right there. First, it is our co-host. He's back. It is showtime. It is Packers running back. It is Aaron Jones right there. Hey, and look who's hanging out with us tonight. Can I say when it's one of the big uglies? Can I say that? It's offensive line night here on Clubhouse Live. It is Packers rookie left guard Elton Jenkins right there. I hope he doesn't beat me up for calling him a big ugly. I'm a little worried about that now. So, hey, first things first, big thank you to our presenting sponsors, Superior Discount Liquors, a full-service liquor store with the area's largest selection of liquor, wine, and beer. They also take special orders on hard-to-find items with locations in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan. Stop in today. Also, Potawatomi Hotel and Casino this New Year's Eve. That's tomorrow, hard to believe. Don't drop the ball. Ring in 2020 at Potawatomi. It's Milwaukee's biggest New Year's Eve party. Tickets start at just $49. You can still get yours at mkenye.com. Ricardo.
Yes, this is an interactive show, so we invite your comments and questions through our live chat, which we found online next to our video viewer. Sammy West, get it over on her there if you can, Dan. She's monitoring the chat. She'll relay your comments and questions to us.
Yes, Facebook, give us a like, facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. Also follow us on Twitter. I'm at PC Brett C, as everybody knows by now. He's at PC Ricardo. Sammy's at Samantha West. Aaron is at Showtime, TYME_33, and Elton's at big_E_14. So I thought, why not have the Vikings welcome Ed on the stage, because we'd like to kick a team when they're down, right, Mean Gene? 3-12-1, the Detroit Lions. So you guys can stomp their feet all over that ugly logo as we get the show started. And let's get our co-host onto the stage. He is in his third NFL season, all with the Packers. As I said, he is a 1,000-yard rusher, right? He is one of the more prolific scorers in Packers history, right? He should be on the NFC's Pro Bowl roster. There's no doubt about that. And he lets his play do the talking, unlike a certain Vikings linebacker whose words end up printed on the front of his sweatshirt. Give it up for Green Bay Packers running back number 3, Aaron Showtime Jones.
There you go. Yes.
That was not, let me go. Goodness, enough. What is this? And
I haven't seen you in 2 weeks.
Well, that doesn't mean you gave me 3 hugs, for heaven's sakes.
I mean, I went 400 the week before, this week, and then 1,000 yards.
There was no deal on a 1,000-yard hug. But I am happy for you.
That's 100 with an extra 0 at the end of it.
Did you feel my muscles when you hugged me?
Nah,
I feel that. Yeah, that's tight. That's tight. Look at that.
Not
bad.
I feel some tricep, actually, no bicep.
Oh, wait, no, I work on my triceps more than the bis. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, look at me. I'm a physical specimen up here. Hey, did you see that sign over there? Hold that sign up again. Maybe there it is. Look at that. They've got Aaron Jones's season rushing total on that sign. Hold it up nice and tall. Come on. There it is. Look at that. 1,084. And more to come.
A lot more.
Hey, how's that hand feeling today, by the way? I know you got stepped on, right? Is everything okay? I think you had Packers Nation just freaking out. My wife was even freaking out. She's, what is the matter with him?
Yeah, my hand got stepped on, and I guess the position I got caught in, it hyperextended my elbow a little bit, and my bicep just ended up tightening up, and they went to the sideline and worked it. And once it got it moving, it was good.
Yeah, my biceps tighten up too sometimes. I know that feeling.
From lifting that cereal, the spoon from the cereal.
Hey, how do you like
He
him
meant
wearing
his
that?
triceps. I told you don't have any biceps.
No biceps. Okay.
How do you like his Packers jersey wearing the Packers losing the Packers Bears bet?
I love it, but it could be a little bit better. It could be 33.
Yes, I guess our budget is low this year, Brett. I don't know.
But I give you credit. His first name is Aaron. So.
Thank you. There you go.
Yeah,
Close
there you-
enough, right?
You need to bring your jersey in. He can actually wear a jersey.
No, he
of
has to
yours.
go buy one.
There
I
you
need
go.
the proceeds.
Whoa,
I need
whoa,
all
whoa.
of that
Okay, maybe we'll set it up.
straight from a Bears fan. I think it's nothing more like degrading going into a store and buying the rival's jersey.
Yes.
Do it.
It's just mind-numbingly terrible.
You know, we all need to do is buy one of those sweatshirts he was wearing with Anthony
Yeah.
Barr's trash
Yes.
talk there. Do a little troll job, right? We'll talk about that here a little bit later. But Merry Christmas. Happy New Year to you. It's almost the new year.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy holidays.
What was the big Christmas gift for Aaron Jones this year? What was under the tree? What did Mom and Dad get you?
I got some clothes. I got a nice jacket. Then I got a bird scooter from my girlfriend.
There we go.
So that was pretty cool. Got some cologne. I got my brother's game-worn jersey.
Oh, nice.
So that was pretty cool. I gave him one for our birthday. Our rookie year when I scored the walk-off against Tampa Bay. He happened to be there. It was for our birthday. So I gave him that jersey. So he wrote a nice letter on the back saying it took a couple years, but here goes your jerseys. So that was pretty sweet.
Better late than never, right?
Definitely.
Well, how about this? What did Aaron Jones give his offensive linemen for Christmas? And maybe we can look at Elton Jenkins over there, right?
So we do a gift exchange with the running backs. The O-line does this with the O-line and quarterback. So for my room, for the gift exchange, we do White Elephant. I bought a Apple HomePod speaker and 2 phone chargers where you just set your phone on there.
Very nice.
And I ended up with the GoPro out of it.
And what did you give your favorite co-host for Christmas?
I didn't get anything.
Easy.
You're right. You didn't get anything. I'm sorry, Ricardo.
He gets a lump of coal, right?
3 hugs, yeah.
That's no
Wait,
gift.
what did you give me? At least I gave you 3 hugs.
I'm giving you the gift right now.
What's that?
Right, you're with me right now. Monday
Oh, no,
night.
that's the gift I'm giving you.
You're in what?
That's the gift I'm giving you.
That's what I'm waiting for.
No, I'm saying that is the gift I'm giving you.
Oh, that's what you're giving me.
Yeah.
How about a certain Honda Civic after a certain game of shooting hoops?
Yeah, we got
that's the present I want.
we got to get that basketball contest going here. You got a bye week here too, so maybe we'll have some time. But
A lot of time.
Hey, well, let's talk about it. A lot has happened since we last saw you. 2 wins. You're 13-3. First round playoff bye, right? They get a little breather. Won the North. So what's the plan for you guys? I'm guessing it's not like a regular bye. Nobody's really be leaving town, but you can just sort of ease into this a little bit, right? What's the game plan for the team?
We have our normal day off, which is tomorrow, and then we'll have Wednesday off, practice Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off, and then come back in Monday. So.
Okay, kind of some
Nice schedule.
light work this week a little
Yes,
bit.
sir.
Too. Yeah. And then second, I wanted to ask you, how does it feel to you to be a 1,000-yard running back? That can never be taken away from you from here on out. How does that feel? Aaron Jones, 1,000 yards.
It's a blessing. I mean, that was one of my goals coming in to the season, and it's been a lot of backs to play this game over the 100 years, and it's not many who've rushed for 1,000 yards. And I think I'd read a stat before the season that only like 3.6% of people drafted after the 5th round rushed for 1,000 yards. So that's big to me, and but all the credit's into me. I couldn't have done it without O-line, receivers, tight ends, fullback, the blocking unit really. So it's a big accomplishment for me, but they should be just as proud.
Yeah, there you go. We talked about this 2 weeks ago, but now we can say it officially. First Packers running back to hit 1,000 yards in a season since our friend of the show, Eddie Lacy, back in 2014. Did you know when you hit it? Because if my math was correct, I think it was on that 14-yard run early in the second quarter, I think is what gave it to you.
I had no clue.
No clue? Didn't even get to keep the football?
No.
That's terrible.
Ridiculous. I'm pretty sure they have marked which ball it was. They keep track of that stuff, so I can go back and get it.
Well, that deserves to be on his mantle, right? Come on. 1,000 yards, that's not easy. Well, let's do it again, Aaron. We do it every show. Let's go through your regular season stats. 1,084 rushing yards, 474 receiving yards for a grand total of 1,558 yards. That's a good season, I'd say. Average 4.6 yards per carry, 5.0 yards still for your career. That's your average. 16 rushing touchdowns. That tied for the league lead with Derrick Henry. 3 receiving touchdowns, so 19 total touchdowns. That tied for the league lead with Christian McCaffrey. So how about that? Again, a touchdown machine. 5 games with 100 or more rushing yards. 6 multi-touchdown games. Again, sounds like Pro Bowl stuff, don't you guys think? I mean, come on. What do you think when you hear and see those numbers? Is that mission accomplished as far as you're concerned? Is there more to go?
It's more to go, definitely. But for the most part, I hit my goals. I did what I said I wanted to do. I said I wanted to lead the league in rushing touchdowns, total touchdowns, and when I made the statement this offseason, people probably looked at me and laughed. But you got to bet on yourself. You got to believe in yourself, and that's what I've always been doing. You put in the hard work, and it'll pay off.
You love proving people wrong, don't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Sir.
You could be even bigger chip on your shoulder. Are you a little miffed about the Pro Bowl voting, or does that not matter? I mean, still an alternate. He's still a Pro Bowl alternate, but you deserve to be
it mattered to me because,
Okay.
of course, you want to be a Pro Bowler. You think of the NBA All-Star game. It's equivalent, and the best of the best are playing that. You feel like you belong. You want your recognition, but I know at the end of the day, God has some bigger plan for me and my team, and it wasn't only me who got snubbed, but like Zadarius, a lot of guys. I could keep going on, but God has something bigger plan for us. We plan on playing somewhere else in Florida a couple weeks later.
There you go. That game matters way more. 1 touchdown shy of that single season record too. What are your thoughts about that? No big deal, or did you want that?
It was no big deal. I said if it came, it came. If it didn't, it didn't. Good thing is I'm only in year 3, so I got many more years to get that. So it's only up from here.
There you go. Get 21 next year. Let's do it. You look at 100 yards for you in 3 of your last 4 games. 134 against Washington, 154 against Minnesota, 100 yesterday against Detroit. Why is the running game working so well right now? What's clicking? Because you guys are in a groove with that part of the offense for sure.
The guy sitting right there.
There he is. Bulldozer. Well, yeah.
No, we go as they go. Without them, we can't do anything. So, they firing off that ball. They giving us lanes to run. We're having 2-way goals, and we're just able to play fast. It's easy.
Do you have a favorite run this season? Is there anything, that one particular run that stands out? Everybody.
The wave, yeah. I guess you could say the wave, definitely.
The wave in Dallas. Yeah. There you go.
Thank you, whoever said the wave. I heard a couple.
I was like
thank
20
you.
20 people out there.
Oh no, I scored 19 times. That's a lot of.
They all blend together.
Definitely
Did the Bears even score 19 touchdowns
as
a team this year?
Oh yes.
Did they?
Yes.
They did.
Yeah, they didn't have a player score 19.
Actually, no. I'll take that back. It was last week. The long one
against the Vikings
to finish them off. Yeah, that one. Dallas was my second one.
There you go. That was a very nice run against the Minnesota Vikings to put it away. Thank you very much, Anthony Barr. So hey, down 17-3 yesterday at the half. So what's going on at halftime? There's a lot of kicking and screaming and throwing of tables, or is there a pretty cool, calm, and collected?
There's never any of that. It's always cool, calm, and collective. We're grown men in that locker room, so we expect to be treated. So we know what we have to do. We're professionals, and so coaches come in the locker room, refocus. Hey, this is what we're gonna do. These are plays we're gonna run. Go out there, give it your all, and then you have your captain step up and they talk. And hey, don't worry about it. Play by play. Don't worry about doing the extra. Just focus on the little details on each single play, and we'll get back into the game.
Sunday's comeback. So you guys battle back after a rough start, and the season you put together as a whole has kind of followed that script from time to time. So what does that say about the resiliency of the team? And maybe that is the identity that we've been kind of talking about, is you guys are just battle-tested, mentally tough.
I think that's a good thing to have. Especially going into the playoffs. Most games have came down to one possession. So a lot of games. You look across the NFL this year, the majority of them have came down to one possessions, and a lot of them for us as well. And when we're in those one-possession games, we know what to do. We're executing. We're making those plays. And so when it comes down to the stretch in the playoffs, we've been in those situations. We know what that looks like. We know what that feels like, and we're ready.
I was going to say a couple more things, and then it's going to be Ricardo's turn for our first audience question. But you guys, I saw the stat, too, actually today. 8-1 you guys are in games decided by 8 points or less, so one-score games. I'm wondering how that, in playing in so many games and winning so many of those games, how does that prepare you for the playoffs? Because the playoffs typically are always close, tough games.
I thought I just answered that.
Answer it again, would you?
You're battle tested. Yes, sir. You're battle tested. Like I said,
Thank you.
You've already been through those situations. You've already been putting in, you know what it feels like. You know what it looks like. You know not to panic. Like I said, you've already been through those situations so many times that season.
3 of those wins have come in the past 4 games, so definitely ready to go here.
And the crazy thing is, I read a stat this morning that Detroit, if they win their games that they're one possession and they're 9-6 or something like that. So they're not, to me, they're not a bad team. Yeah. It's the NFL. It usually comes down to one possession.
Razor thin. Well, then that crazy stat too, where you guys never led the Lions. You only led after the Mason Crosby field goal as time expires. So, yeah, it doesn't. The margin for error, like you said, not very large indeed. 2 more things before we wrap up. First of all, how agonizing, Aaron, was it to watch the final moments of last night's 49ers-Seahawks game? You were literally an inch away from the top playoff seed in the NFC. I'm sure you guys were all just like, come on.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Me and my girlfriend were watching. I'm like, oh, they should have won. But I was like, oh, it was a good effort at the end. But I was like, I looked over and told her, I was like, we just got to go to California and it'll be different this time. And if that happens, if we end up going through California, but I mean, it doesn't change anything for us. We knew we were either going to be a 1 or 2 seed, have a first round bye. It just mattered the next rounds. But
who knows? Maybe San Francisco loses. You guys keep winning, and
so
we got an ice bowl here.
It could work out like that. So
that's what we want, a nice 30-degree below zero football game for the NFC Championship, right?
Definitely. You out there in just swim trunks, right?
I will do it.
Right. Oh, whoa. We got that now on video. You heard that?
What's the big deal? What's the big deal?
You in swim trunks in minus 30-degree weather? Yeah, that's a big deal.
Piece of cake.
All right.
Do the polar plunge on New Year's Day, by the way.
Right. Good.
Jump in Lake. No, I'm not, but you can jump in Lake Michigan. Last thing, Vikings linebacker Anthony Barr told you, quote, the lights are too bright for you. Get off the field, end quote, right, during last week's Monday Nighter, and you responded. 154 yards, right, in the 23-10 win. His little trash talk ended up on a sweatshirt that you were seen wearing, getting ready for the Lions game. So you've already trolled him with a sweatshirt, but Anthony Barr is a big fan of the show. I know he's watching tonight from the cities. But do you have a message in return for him as you're getting ready for the playoffs, and he's getting ready for tea times, right? I mean, what do you have to say to number 55?
They didn't make the playoffs? They're in the playoffs.
They made the playoffs.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. As they're getting ready, yeah. What I meant to say is they will be getting ready
after next week.
Yes, okay. They're not going to beat the Saints.
I have nothing to say to him. My speaking is louder without words. So, actions,
just on sweatshirts.
Actions and sweatshirts, clothing. I don't need to say it from my mouth. So,
are those sweatshirts?
I'll just use his comment against him.
Are those sweatshirts for sale, by the way?
They will be.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, late Christmas gifts. I can see that coming all over the place. But hey, Ricardo.
Monday.
What's that?
Today is Monday. Today. Actually,
wow, already? That's how quick they were.
What? Tell everybody where your site.
AaronJones33.com. You can go up there. I have merchandise on there as well. But those hoodies will be up there. So.
Oh, nice. There we go. Maybe we should buy some for the
there
show.
You go.
By the way, Ricardo, you can get a cool workout too. That's where my triceps come from.
Yeah, I bet.
I can see who signed up for that, and he is telling me a story right now, and you telling everybody here a story. So.
Okay.
He's not signed up for anything.
Okay, don't touch me. Don't touch me.
You ready for this?
I'm getting all sweaty by
I
you
know
touching
you are.
me. So let's hurry up. Audience question.
Yes, this is our friend Jeremy from Kimberly. Jeremy, your question for Aaron.
Aaron, there were a couple times in yesterday's game where Mr. Rodgers, particularly one of those times where he seemed to overthrow you by 6 to 12 inches or so, one of those probably being your number 20 touchdown. Are your routes are they thrown at a specific time after the snap, or is it to a specific spot? And then secondarily, do you adjust the target location based upon it being playing inside versus maybe outside on grass?
Man,
That's intricate.
yeah, that
You need a nap.
I don't know. I'm just told to go catch the ball. I mean, it is a little different. They were playing me a little bit different. They were sending their defensive ends out and chipping me, so it would widen me a little bit more. And I would have to kind of shift my body momentum to stay in bounds a lot of times. So I think that had a little bit to do with it. And I'm not sure about anything else. But no, we'll get it down. A lot of it's timing, and like I said, the timing was thrown off with me being pushed out a little bit wider.
All right, thank
Okay,
you.
great
Jeremy.
question. Thank you very much. Let's take a quick time out, and let's do tonight's stat pack. We highlighted a number of your season stats earlier in the show, but did you know, Aaron Jones, that you are the first player in team history with a 150-yard rushing game and a 150-yard receiving game in the same season? Did you know that?
I did not.
You are now the only player in team history, and you know how rich that history is.
100 years.
A lot of Hall of Famers on that honor roll. So you are also just the 10th player in NFL history to accomplish that feat. How about that? That even got Ricardo's eyebrow raised a little bit. Of course, you rushed for 154 yards again against the 6th-seeded Minnesota Vikings and 159 receiving yards in the Week 8 victory over Kansas City. So, Ricardo,
Yes.
trivia time.
It's right, but we have a couple of rules here, so please listen carefully. We'll ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you got to raise your hand. Please don't shut it out. And if you win, you win what, Brett and Aaron?
Pizza and beer.
He
There we
knows
go.
it. He has memorized it.
That's
Yes.
right. Once you win, though, you're out for the rest of the show. And sorry, live chatters, you got to be here to win. But, of course, every week, Sammy West is here. She's handling the online trivia contest.
Let's do it. Trivia question number 1. I'm asking, who was on the receiving end of Aaron Rodgers' famous and legendary Hail Mary touchdown heave that beat the Lions at Ford Field in 2015? What do you think, Aaron?
I've seen too many hands go
Way
up.
too many hands.
At the
We
same
have
time.
to be 21 or older. So let's go with somebody. Let's go with that guy way in the back. Not Jeff Janis. Richard Rodgers. Yes, she gets the bell. A Packers-Lions trivia. Not Jeff Janis, but Richard Rodgers.
You got to be 21 or older.
Yeah, I saw some
folks.
kids raising their hands. I
Kids
can't call
raise
you.
their hands. Not
Pizza
root
and
beer.
Richard Rodgers, a tight end, was credited with a 61-yard touchdown reception as time expired in regulation to give the Packers an improbable 27-23 victory. So, it's offensive line night. Should we get him on the stage?
We should, but you can't call my guy Big Ugly anymore.
I will not call him that anymore.
I told you.
I'm a little worried about that. He might beat me up, as I said. So, our guest tonight is in his rookie NFL season. He was selected by the Packers in the second round of the 2019 NFL Draft. Our guest tonight has appeared in all 16 games this season for the Packers, including 14 starts at left guard, right? He's done a whale of a job. Our guest tonight helped pave the way for a rushing attack that finished with 18 rushing touchdowns this season, the most by a Packers squad since 2009. Our guest tonight played collegiately at Mississippi State, where he started 34 of the 49 career games in which he appeared and made starts, Aaron Jones, get this, at center, left tackle, left guard, and right tackle, all over the offensive line.
You ain't got to tell me I know how good he is. Man.
He's-
Don't tell me.
He's an anchor there for many years to come. Our guest tonight helped Mississippi State rank second in the SEC in rushing offense as a senior, on his way to earning All-America status by The Athletic and being named the recipient of the Kent Hull Trophy, which is given to the most outstanding college offensive lineman in the state of Mississippi. And our guest tonight used to score touchdowns during his Little League football days. Give it up for Green Bay Packers left guard, number 74, Elton Jenkins. Welcome to the show, Elton Jenkins. And I say Big Ugly in just absolute love.
How does Big Ugly come though? Like they
That's
do the
just-
dirty work. What is dirty and ugly? Like those are two different things.
Ricardo, they've always
Well, yeah,
offensive
that's an
linemen always
old.
been-
Remember, Aaron, he's an older man, so that's an older term. You know, senior citizens use.
Can you
primarily.
mute his mic once for me, please? Can you just enough of with Ricardo? Elton, because this is
Thank
Aaron's
you,
show.
Ricardo.
No, don't. He
Thank
is
you.
the enemy.
You're welcome, Aaron.
I'm your side buddy.
We may not agree on the same team, but
We agree Brett's old.
yes,
There you go.
and has no muscles.
I'll
I'm
beat
messing
you.
with you. I'm messing with you.
I'll beat you in a race. I'll beat you in a race.
Oh, let's go. We can race right now.
I know you said nothing but space and opportunity out there, didn't you?
74 snaps. Let's go.
Let's go outside on College Avenue. I know how to run in the snow. Watch me.
You know how to run. I know how to slide.
I might slip and slide a little bit, yeah, but so what? But let's get back to the script and the show, because this is Aaron's show and you are Aaron's guest. Aaron, as always, asks the first question of the night.
So my first question would be, well, my only question would be, what has your rookie year been like?
It's been special. Being 13-3, your rookie year, second seed in the playoff, ready to make this run. So it's been very special.
Very special for everybody, right? Look at this place. We'll talk about the special season that you've been having and the team has been having a little while, but I want to ask you, I saw this, so you were a tight end back in your Little League days. I found this little nugget because I am a professional stalker, as we all know.
Yeah, I see.
The creep, right? But you were playing Little League and you were scoring touchdowns. I mean, I'm thinking like maybe an eligible play out there, getting number 74 saying, hey, I'm an eligible receiver.
There we go.
Talk about that. You must have been the biggest kid on the field back then.
Yeah, back then in Little League, I was number 80. It really wasn't a long career at tight end. I had, my mom wanted me to play tight end growing up, get the ball in my hand, and I was kind of big, so tight end was the only answer. So my coach let me go out for a Hail Mary one day at practice. I dropped the ball, and ever since I've been an O-lineman.
I was just going to ask you if you had great hands. I mean, Aaron, you could see him out there on the end, maybe catching a touchdown pass, huh?
He got some hands.
I think I can do it.
He could do it, definitely.
Get in Matt LaFleur's playbook, but I can imagine the parents probably screaming, he's too big, he's too old to be playing out here. Hey, LSU, Clemson, national championship. You're an SEC guy, right? Are you rooting for LSU because they are in the West, the SEC West division, or are you going to say, no, I don't want to see it?
Yeah, I'm taking LSU.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. Joe Burrow, special guy. They
Yeah.
team special this year, so I'm going with LSU.
What do you count for, 8 touchdowns against Oklahoma? Was it 7 passing and 1 rushing or something? That's unbelievable. So that's going to be a fun game. But I didn't know if the SEC is just those rivalries, if you just can't stand them and don't want to see them. But should be a fun game. So you're from Clarksdale, Mississippi, right?
Yes, sir.
Not too far from Oxford, in Ole Miss.
Yeah, an hour away.
How did you end up down in Starkville in Mississippi State, not just down the road playing for the Rebels?
Honestly, I wanted to go to Ole Miss at first. Mississippi State offered me the weekend before signing day, and ever since then, I've been rolling with it. Well, ever since then, I was rolling with it.
There you go. And Mississippi State all the way to Titletown, right? He's doing a great job.
Yes, sir.
Have you embraced this beautiful weather that we're having right now as a Mississippi guy? Don't you just love it? It's just awesome.
I'm starting to love it. At first, when I first experienced it, I was hating it. I think my first experience was the Carolina game. It started snowing, and I was like, man, like I'm really here in Green Bay. But
It's really happening.
yeah, but just going along throughout the weeks, I'm starting to love it. The cold really don't feel that cold to me anymore, so it's good.
I get the feeling as a Mississippi guy, you're just walking around in your apartment with that jacket on all day long, just the hats on. This is crazy. This is crazy. But you want this, right? Right, guys? You want this for that January 12th game. You want bitter cold because if it is the Saints, I mean, that's an equalizer. Right, Aaron?
Definitely.
You want that.
They're used to playing in a dome, so which they probably practice inside, and definitely doesn't get as cold down there as it gets up here. So they have nothing to prepare for that, and we've been preparing for it all year, been playing for it all year, and a lot of guys have been playing it most of their careers.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Can't wait for that one. And but let's talk about it. So 13-3, started in 14 now games at left guard. Your first round bye. Man, this NFL stuff's a piece of cake. What's the big deal, right? I mean, this is easy for you.
Yeah, when you got 33 in the backfield, it's kind of easy.
But how fun is this? I mean, is this beyond your wildest dreams when you came to Green Bay that here you are, you get a bye, so you get already an automatic step closer to a Super Bowl, and you got a 1,000-yard back, you got a Hall of Fame quarterback, your 13 wins.
Yeah, this being my first year, I really didn't know what to expect, but I knew the players we had, the playmakers we had on the offensive side of the ball and on the defensive side of the ball. So just like Coach said, taking it 1 week at a time and just putting the next foot forward. So that's what we've been about all year.
So Aaron Jones, what do you like about this guy? I see Nathaniel Hackett calls him Elgton. Is that right? Like
Elgton.
Elgton, but as a take on Megatron. But talk about this rookie here who's paving the way for you.
He's a really special player. He has something that you can't coach. It's a mentality, kind of like a killer instinct. Well, killer instinct. You can't coach that, and so he has that. And when you have that, is especially as you first coming in as a rookie, and you see somebody has that, it gets you excited. And I told him this all the time. He's gonna be playing in this league for a long time. He's gonna be making a lot of money because he's a really special offensive lineman, and he brings it every day. He brings the juice, and he got the juice.
He's got the juice. You know what'd be really cool right now is if you showed that juice and did like an offensive line demonstration on Ricardo right now. I think that'd be kind of
I'm
fun
no
to
tackling
see
dog.
it. See how
Hey,
that's
you're the one who's has a body of some kind of Greek god over there. Why don't you try it on him?
I do. I have a massive tricep.
You do have massive tries, yes.
Incredible physique that I have here.
Yeah, it's crazy seeing him like manhandle another man his size like this. Just it's
push
crazy
him.
to me. Yeah, like just dump him. Like,
Can you see it during a play? Do you does it like catch you for a second, like holy crap, as you're running the ball, and you just like you see.
yeah, definitely.
Whoa! As
Like
you
you just see like a void. Like you just see him step down and then just a big old like a big lane. Like the 2 times we scored against Chicago, we ran behind him and should have seen him fire off the ball. So
the bulldozer, right? Elgton, right? That's what he is. So I'm going to kick it over to Sammy here in a second, but I want to say at 26 career starts though at center at Mississippi State. So when you were entering the NFL, were you thinking center, or were you thinking wherever they want me? I guess.
I was thinking wherever somebody wanted me to play. If there was tackle, guard, or center, it don't matter. I just wanted to be on the team and just help a team out, to accomplish goals.
I tell you what, though, Aaron, versatility, that's big. I mean, you could probably slide him wherever and not miss a beat.
definitely versatility is huge. The more you can do in this league, the more you'll get paid, the longer you'll last, the more you can help out your team. And I mean, if you can just play center and guard and then tackle, not a very few select guys in this league can do that. You probably count them on 2 hands. So he's one of those guys, and that makes him special.
Yeah, all positions are a little different, aren't they? So, all right. I'm going to go over to Sammy West. She's got some online stuff going.
I do. I have a very rowdy crowd online tonight.
Oh,
We've
boy.
got 16 states tuning in.
16 states, Aaron
Yes.
Jones.
Wisconsin, Minnesota, Illinois, New Jersey, Michigan, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Florida, Tennessee, North Carolina, Arizona, California, Virginia, Texas, Indiana, Iowa, and 3 countries, Scotland, China,
Wow.
and British Columbia.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. The internet sensation lives on, Ricardo.
Yeah. So
Thank you. I appreciate you guys for tuning in.
Next time, Sammy, though, I want you to say them in alphabetical order, okay? Could you do that, please?
Oh, God. Well, probably get some stumbling then. But I've got a couple questions.
Yes.
Since we were just talking about the lovely weather here in Wisconsin, Kevin from Facebook wants to know, have either of you ever gone ice fishing?
What's up, Kev? No, I've not gone ice fishing, and I will never go ice fishing.
And that's that.
I'm sorry to the Wisconsin Ice. I will never go ice fishing. That's too dangerous for me. I like ice. No, I'm good. I'm good.
What else do you have?
All right, I'm back. Sorry. So second question, Mark from Facebook wants to know, do you have any pregame rituals you do before every game?
Usually just talk to my parents, talk to my girlfriend, my brother, listen to music, and then when I run out on the field from the tunnel, go run to the opposite end zone and take a knee and pray, and that's usually it.
Yeah, I do a lot of things before the game, but one thing I make sure I do once we run out on the field is pray and just ask God for the guidance, wisdom, and endurance to go out there and play the game. So
Very nice. Excellent. All right, so a few more things, and then it's going to be back to Sammy for our social media question tonight. But how much has it helped you, Elton? And I don't mean to interrupt your cheese curd eating.
You good?
And those are good cheese curds, I know.
They're
But
great.
Corey Lindsley, David Bakhtiari, Brian Balaga, they've been in your situation before. They've started as rookies and had very much success like you're having. So did you lean on them, or did they give you impart some advice because they know what you're going through to kind of help you ease into this role?
Yeah, they helped me out a lot. Me playing by Bach and playing by Corey, they helped me out a lot. Just on the field, off the field, things I can work on. Bull, he always coming with great advice. Billy coming with great advice. Yeah, big shout out to those guys 'cause in that room. Like, without them, I don't think I'd be, more. I mean, I wouldn't be as successful as I am today without those boys.
Plus, a big thing too that I read is you weren't afraid to ask questions. I mean, you were peppering them with questions, and better to ask them in the meeting rooms than to be on the field saying, "What are we doing here, guys?" Right? So, I mean, that's probably a good piece of advice, is to speak up.
Yeah, that's very important. Asking questions in the meeting room, making sure before you hit the field, you know what you're doing, because once you hit the field, it's a lot of things going on, a lot of flying around going on. So, in the meeting room, it's time to ask those questions.
You've been mentioned here, and I don't know if you've seen this, Aaron, but Elton's been on some top rookie lists now, including an ESPN ranking that had him among the league's top 10 rookies this season. How about that? Maybe an unfair question, because I know you, as a professional athlete, you guys are supremely confident, but a little bit of like, hey, this is a little surprise here at how easy, and not easy, but how much success has come your way at such a early part of your career? Or were you expecting this? It's like, no, this is exactly where I needed to be.
It's not a surprise. I knew once I put the work in, and with the guys in the room, got Aaron in the backfield, with both of the Aarons in the backfield, just giving them time, giving them holes to run through and things like that, it'll make me shine too. So, yeah, it wasn't a surprise at all.
I believe this guy has yet to have given up a sack this season. How about that from the left guard spot? No sacks allowed.
It's like close to 1,000-something snaps, huh?
What was that?
It's like close to 1,000-something snaps.
Yeah, is that what it is now?
Sack or something
Incredible.
Like that, so.
Well, I mean, definitely an all-rookie performer for sure. I want to talk about that big screen play, right? The 31-yarder to Aaron Jones with 45 seconds to play set up Mason Crosby's game-winning field goal. Now, for Aaron Jones, I want to ask you, Aaron Rodgers, and I don't know if folks caught this in the postgame, but he asked you in the huddle if you were ready for the screen, right? How did that go?
He came in the huddle and was like, said it to the whole huddle. He was like, y'all ready for a screen? So we hadn't had really any screens up that week. So we looked at him and we were like, yeah. And then he looked at me and said, go make a play, kid. I said, yes, sir. And I was sitting there hiding behind Big E. And somehow he found a lane to give me the ball, and the rest was history. He got some good blocks, like I said, from him and Lucas, and was able to take off.
Timing's everything on those plays, well, any play, but really on screen. How do you know, because he was a little bit under duress where he had to throw it. You had to kind of turn around and be ready really fast. So is that just a feel? Or
It's definitely a feel and navigation, because you're trying to navigate through the D linemen, and it was a weird look. They start to rush, then kind of didn't. So I've seen them start to roll out, and you just got to have a time clock in your head. And I've always been coached to find the open window on a screen, and so that's kind of what I did. And A-Rod being A-Rod made a spectacular play and got me the ball.
Sidearm, kind of a weird arm angle. But I wanted to ask then for Elton, you mentioned he had the big block on the screen. Miles Killebrew kind of just pushed him out of the way. You read it perfectly and did your juke move. But for you as an offensive lineman on a screenplay, how do you – it's such a gray area about being too far downfield on plays like that. So how do you navigate that? What's the rule of thumb for a play like that for an offensive lineman to make sure that you're in legal position, I guess?
We slid to the screen, so we was thinking it was man. So the linebacker that I had got up on, he was manned up on Aaron, and I feel like, if I go make my block, put the ball in the playmaker hand, and just like he did, made a play, and we got the job done.
Got the job done, right? It was a huge play at the critical moment. What's it like blocking for this guy? I mean, kind of just watching him do his thing, zigging and zagging down the field and doing his jump cuts and all that stuff. I suppose you're too busy trying to block your man. You don't get to watch him run too much, but on film you can see a lot.
Yeah, like I say, he a playmaker. Like I tell him all the time, he's not a running back, he a playmaker. So they lining him out at wide receiver, him coming from out the backfield, all that. Once you put the ball in his hand, you know it's going to be a positive game, most likely.
Last one, and then it's Sammy's turn again for our social media question tonight. But Elton, how about give it up for guys like Lucas Patrick and Jared Veldier, right, coming in. Lucas Patrick at center, Veldier at right tackle, filling in. And you didn't miss a beat. I mean, talk about just coming in and being the next man up, right? Those guys, offense was operating as if it was Lindsley and Balaga out there. So they played really well. Yeah,
them guys are true professionals, being able to come in there and still, get the job done. At a fast pace, they didn't blink. We always talk about not blinking when situations occur, and they came in there as pros and got the job done.
Yeah, congratulations also to Lucas Patrick, one of your guests earlier this year on that contract extension he signed. Right, he's going to be around for a little bit longer. Very valuable member, both guys. All right, Sammy West, it's your turn. You have tonight's social media question of the night.
Yes, Brian Leininger, if I pronounced that correctly, on Facebook wants to know, this seems to be the healthiest I remember the Packers as they enter the postseason. Has there been a change in strength and conditioning this year, or do you think it's more just luck of the draw?
With football, so we still have the same strength and conditioning coaches here, but I would say with football, a lot of the injuries are luck. You could be this far from getting hurt, or you could be this far from being hurt. And it's just when your body gets caught in weird positions, and there's nothing you can do about it. So I feel like part of it's luck, and just us taking care of our bodies off the field as well.
Yeah.
All right, thank you very much. What does our questioner win tonight, Sammy?
Yes, for having his question selected, Brian wins a signed photo of Aaron Jones. Each week, we'll ask you to submit a question for our upcoming guest that we'll ask live during Monday's show. Look for it on facebook.com/Clubhouse Live.
All right, time for another timeout. Ricardo, trivia question number 2.
That's right. So I need both you and the guys up there to kind of look out in the crowd and see who raises their hand first. Here we go. This former Packers backup quarterback set a single-game franchise record with 6 touchdown passes to key a wild 45-41 win over the Lions in the final game of the 2011 season. Regular season.
Who do you guys see? Way in the back, the young lady behind Ricardo? Yeah. Yes, she gets the bell and the pizza and beer. Come on up. Yes, Matt Flynn. Remember him, Ricardo? Matt Flynn?
He went to Seattle.
Yeah, and then Russell Wilson came along. So
yeah.
With Aaron Rodgers resting because home field advantage already had been secured, Flynn threw for 480 yards as the Packers finished the regular season with a 15-1 record. Rodgers has since matched that record twice, throwing 6 TD passes against Houston in 2012 and the Bears in 2014. Ricardo, I know you remember that one.
No.
By the way, that 45-41 final is the highest scoring game between the Packers and the Lions in their long and storied rivalry. All right, we need Travis, we need Carol, and Rosie. We need some music. It's time for tonight's Clubhouse Live Challenge. Travis, you are with Aaron tonight. Come on up between me and Aaron. And Carol, you're Elton's playing partner. Come up between Aaron and Elton right there so everybody can see you guys. So you guys are going to want to dump these out in front of you in your bowl here. We're going to play a game that we call New Year's Kiss. We haven't played this one in a couple of years, but the object of the game is simple. You have 10 delicious Hershey's Kisses in front of you. The first person to completely unwrap all 10 of the chocolate goodies wins the game. It is not as easy as you think. We're going to test the guys' agility and speed tonight here. You might want to make sure you dump these out and then put the chocolates in the bowl. So you're playing for your partners tonight, so you guys will be doing the physical challenge. You're doing it yourselves.
What do they win, Brett?
But this is the winner. The winner tonight gets this cool Packers flag. How about that? I hear oohs and ahs. The winner gets an autographed photo of Aaron Jones. And this is most important. The winner gets one of our final MVP CDs. Eric Lives Here, Mike Thiel, our intro and outro music, and a USA Today Network Wisconsin ice scraper that comes in handy tonight. Everybody wants the ice scraper. The runner-up goes home with everything but the Packers flag. And these are my last 2 MVP CDs, Ricardo. So we are running out.
Oh, no.
That's it. We're done.
Yeah, we're done.
So that's it. 10 Hershey Kisses. New Year's Kiss, right? It is New Year's Eve tomorrow. So the first person to unwrap all 10 successfully wins the game. Who wants Aaron Jones to win tonight? Who wants Elton Jenkins to win tonight? Let's count it down. Rosie, some music. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Show how nimble your hands are.
See, it is not easy. New Year's Kiss, one of my favorite games. Last time we played it was 2 years ago. Aaron Jones now has 4 completed. Elton Jenkins has 6.
No!
7 for Elton. 6 for Aaron.
Oh.
8 to 7.
Come on,
8
Aaron.
to 8, I think. 9 to, oh, is that it? Elton Jenkins got it. He got it at the end. The offensive lineman wins tonight's
Incredible.
Clubhouse Live Challenge.
I think that's my first time losing.
It might be.
I think so.
But you can see
That's my first time losing a challenge.
you can see the hands right there of Elton Jenkins just going. How about some music, some championship music, Rosie, because Carol, you're going home with the flag. She's got an Army top on too. Autograph photo. You get the MVP CD, one of the last ones known to be in existence, and you get the ice scraper. Travis, you're going home with an autographed picture, right? You get the MVP CD, and you can use this tonight when you head home. How about a round of applause for our fine, fine contestants? Thank you very much, guys. You are good to go. And the best part about that game is if you like chocolate, you can eat. You got cheese curds instead of
You got
chocolate.
the cheese curds. Is this your first time having cheese curds, Elton? Oh, no. You had them
No,
before?
it's not.
Okay. Just wondering.
He is becoming a Wisconsinite. He loves the weather, loves cheese curds, and probably loves a good glass of Miller Lite, too, one of our sponsors. Hey, gifts for our guests as we're starting to wind down, then Ricardo, get ready for the second audience question. But we've got some, it is the holiday season. I'm a generous man. I'm a giving man. I've got some stuff for your man cave. And maybe someday you can invite me over and we can look at your man cave together and all the pictures that are on the wall.
All right.
But check this out. This is Elton Jenkins blocking for Aaron Rodgers. Look at that, against the Chicago Bears. There it is on the monitor. How about that? That's for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And you know I'm going to go back to the college days. Mississippi State beating Ole Miss. What is that trophy there? Check this out. Is that the egg?
Oh,
yeah.
cool. There you
I
go.
forget. Egg Bowl, right?
Egg bowl.
Yeah, look at that, lifting up the trophy.
Yeah.
The Bulldogs beating the Rebels there, so that's for you as
Thank
well,
you.
for your man cave. So
Thank you.
I don't have any more CDs. I can't give Elton Jenkins
It's
a
all
CD.
gone.
We're all
Talk to
gone.
Mike.
So, Ricardo, we're going to kick it over to you for our second audience question.
That's right. This is for Elton. This is Noah from Kimberly. Go ahead, Noah.
What type of pressure do you feel to block the best quarterback in the league?
You say what?
What type of pressure do you feel to block the best quarterback in the league?
To block for the best quarterback in the league.
I take pride in. I don't feel like it's pressure. I just take pride in doing my job, keeping him clean. If my dude do touch him, I always tell him I apologize. But things happen. But yeah, I take pride in it more than it being pressure though.
Thank you very much, Noah,
Great
for the
question,
great
Noah.
question. Appreciate that. A few more things, and then we're all done. Tell me, what's going on? I always wondered about this. What is going on in the bottom of a pile on the field, right? Is there just some nastiness, some things that guys like me don't ever want to know? Is it scary? Is it a dark place? What's going on? You both been on some bottoms of some
a lot
piles.
of ankles being twisted,
Is there really?
heads being smashed into the ground. I've had all of it happen to me, so nothing surprises me anymore. I mean, it's football, so. But it's dirty. It's dirty under the pile
Because the refs
sometimes.
can't see it.
Yeah, they can't see anything.
What do you see?
I mean,
Elton?
even during the plays, like down there in the trenches,
Mhm.
a lot of times they'll have a double team block off to a linebacker, and on the snap, the defensive lineman will grab him and the other offensive lineman, and the official can't really see it, and they're being held, so they can't go make their their next level blocks. So it's definitely a little dirtier down there in the trenches, and then and under those piles as well.
What do you see under a pile? What are some of the scary things you've heard under there?
It's really everything you can possibly think of. Just like Aaron say, you got ankle twisting, cursing, head shoving, a lot of things. So yeah, you try to get up as quick as possible and make sure nobody's like doing that to your teammate. So
that's why I appreciate those guys. He's always like one of the first ones right there to pick me up. If you go back and look at not only my touchdowns, but most of the touchdowns that were scored this year, you'll see he's probably one of the first people in the end zone, and that says a lot. Like, he's an offensive lineman, and he's one of the first people in the end zone to celebrate with you, and so that just says a lot about the kind of guy he is.
I've seen. I think, yeah. I think I do recall seeing a photo of you wearing the throwbacks. You got Aaron Jones like straight up in the air. You're holding him like he's weighs 10 pounds or something. So I want to see, a Lambeau leap. This guy could do a Lambeau leap, couldn't he?
Yeah, I did a Lambeau leap.
Can you go up there? Yeah. Come on, if he can get up there, I can get up there.
He's an athlete.
He's a lot bigger and heavier than I am.
Yeah, but he's an athlete.
Yeah.
What are you saying? I'm not an athlete?
I'm saying that you have the imposing physique of an aging pro golfer.
Easy.
He's also like 6'4".
Yeah, well, he's a tall guy, but he doesn't think I can do a Lambeau leap. I can definitely get up on that wall.
You probably can.
Yeah, see? He agrees with me, even though I could tell he was
this.
clearly lying through his teeth.
I want to see this.
Hey, what's the plan for this weekend's playoff games for you guys as we wind down? Are you guys going to get together as a team and watch the games, or just kind of separate, go off into your own deal there and just kind of focus on who your next opponent could end up being? I'll start with you, Aaron.
We really haven't talked as a team yet. We just got our schedule today, reviewed, lifted weights. So I'm sure we'll talk about it like the group of leaders and figure out something what we're gonna do.
You know, I just had this. Come on, Elton. The offensive lineman, get some pizzas, some wings, right? Get some drinks flowing at somebody's apartment. You're watching football as a fan, right?
Yeah, I feel like as a team, later on in the week we'll get together. You know, watch the game, see who we gonna play. And just get ready to go out there and play 60 minutes.
Last one, deep playoff run. I mean, you got a week off, but still, what is the key, Aaron Jones? You're 13-3, you've won 5 in a row, but now it's time to dial it up another notch, right?
Yes, sir. The ball, that's number one. Come out, play fast, and also play a complete game, and just lock in on the details.
And get Lambeau Field rocking.
And get Lambeau loud and rocking.
A whole 80,000 Mean Genes in Lambeau Field, right?
Yes, I want it very loud.
Very loud on January 12th. How about Aaron Jones and Elton Jenkins tonight? I'm going to skip trivia question number 3 because we're running out of time. Normally we'd go up north and pick the Packers game, but how about, Ricardo, we pick quickly the AFC and NFC wildcard
Let's do it because I already have an upset. First off, I have the Texans beating the Bills. I have the Titans beating the Patriots.
Ooh.
How can you lose against the Dolphins? How about that? And then on the NFC, I have the Saints beating the Vikings, Seahawks beating the Eagles.
Well, let me put my victory visor on because this thing is good luck, right? It's 13 wins.
Yes, sir.
Let's put it on. How do you like it, Mean Gene? Feel good? You got to put it on every week. I've got the Bills beating the Texans. I think that defense is going to lock them up. The Patriots are going to beat the Titans. They're not losing at Foxborough. Saints are going to take down the Vikings. Where's my Viking fan here? Yeah, of course he's sick tonight. And the Seahawks are taking down the Eagles. So I think that would mean you guys would be playing the New Orleans Saints on January 12th. That's what we want. We want to see Drew Brees go down. What do you guys think? You like it? Let's do it. Packers News app, Ricardo.
That's right, with exclusive commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos from USA Today Network, Wisconsin's Packers coverage team. Packers News app is your one-stop shop for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers. This app, Brett, available for iPhone and Android users only.
Special thank you to our sponsors again, Superior Discount Liquors. Check them out in Green Bay, Manitowoc, and Sheboygan, or find them online at superiordiscountliquors.com. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Ring in 2020 at Potawatomi. It's Milwaukee's biggest New Year's Eve party. Tickets start, again, just $49. Get yours at mkenyeve.com. Mayfield Sports Marketing, a leading Wisconsin sports marketing agency and speaker bureau. Escort Limousine Service, the preferred limousine service of the Green Bay Packers. And, of course, the Red Lion Hotel, Paper Valley. So, Aaron Jones, it's your turn. You get the final word.
First off, I'd like to start by thanking Elton for coming out, and thank all you guys for coming out as well, spending your Monday night with me. It means a lot, and I also want to thank you guys for joining me throughout the season. It's been a good one, and look to continue the success, and go Pack go.
Yeah, go Pack go. Keep those claps coming.
Oh, and I'll see you guys next week, by the way.
Yeah, next Monday. Keep those claps coming for Elgton, Showtime, Ricardo, Sammy, and the rest of the Clubhouse Live crew. I am Brett Christopherson, the stalker, the creeper, whatever you want to call me, the co-host of this show. Be back here next Monday night at 6:30 as we get ready for the NFC Divisional Playoffs with this guy, Green Bay Packers running back number 3, Aaron Showtime Jones. Mean Gene, it's your turn. Take it away.